Peace, blessings, and a whole lot of love. Goddess, Hadia, Hadia, Hadia. While I've been on this spiritual journey and making major changes in my life, I've noticed that the more positive I be, the more love I share for myself is what I'm attracting in my life. So, something said just go look up an article so you can share it with people who watches your channel. I'm learning that the energy that you give off is the same type of energy that you're going to attract. Attracting the wrong person, ask yourself, are you attracting the wrong person? What type of energy are you putting out? You attract a mirror image of energy you give out. So when you keep complaining about attracting the wrong person, you have to thank those people for shedding light on something you may need to change about yourself. So this article is written by someone by the name of Amanda J. Slavin. And I saw something in here that was very, very very interesting. It says, all of my guy friends constantly are telling me there are no good girls in New York City. And yet all of my girlfriends are saying the same things about the men in New York City, meaning there are no good guys in New York City. Why can't I just find a good guy? I started to call people out. One of my close friends told me he was attracting girls who had boyfriends and didn't even know they were dating anyone else until after it was too late. I looked at my wonderful friend and said, yes, that's your fault, because you are putting out an energy that attracts that. You are living in between two lives, cheating on yourself and attracting those who are doing the same thing, but now are cheating with you. And it goes on to say that the person was just thinking about it and kind of agree. I analyzed where this epiphany came from and realized that I started picking up on people's energy when I started to recognize the energy I was giving off. My friend is one of the kindest people on earth and is so respectful, and I admire him so dearly. And yet here he was attracting women who were not respecting themselves or him. The crazy thing was his in-between lifestyle had little to do with relationships. It had to do with other decisions in his life around work, apartments, and lifestyle choices. And yet this in-between energy was so apparent he was attracting the wrong person. I am not saying there aren't other elements that play a huge part in the laws of attraction. The places you choose to convene, who you hang out with, your vows, the last book you read, all play a part in who you attract. But doesn't that also come down to who you are at the core and what you are exuding into the world? I think the first step is awareness. My friend told me that after he realized this, he just started giving off a completely different energy and attracting an entirely different type of person. Even more so, this energy wasn't being wasted on negativity and was able to be used toward projects and people he was passionate about. There is something to say about going after what you love and doing what you love with those you love. When you are true to yourself in every aspect, and I don't mean the self that you created when you first moved to the city as a defense mechanism to survive, or the self that you started to be when you were a freshman in college. I mean who you are at the core. You attract others that align with yourself. And this is very, very interesting because you do hear a lot of people, oh, there's no good men, there's no good women. But your thoughts create your reality. So if you have all these negative thoughts and these negative beliefs about yourself or about the world and everything else, that is exactly what you're going to attract in your life 9 times out of 10. And I'm speaking from experience, because when I began to change my thought process and start emitting love for myself, was when I attracted a better partner. And it's just so deep. Like, when you don't love yourself, when you do not respect yourself, when you do not value your worth, you end up in unhealthy relationships. There's nothing cute about cheating with a married man who is still in a relationship with his wife. You don't have no respect for yourself, and neither does he, because he don't even respect himself. So if he doesn't respect himself, how can he respect you? You don't respect yourself, so how can he respect you? So you attract who you are and not what you want. And this is very deep. This is a very deep article. I learned there are a lot of things you can do for yourself to help change your energy. You can listen more. You can surround yourself with people that support you and that have similar values. You can figure out what your values actually are and then go after what you're passionate about. And you can stop complaining. When you open yourself up to love from the most random places, you never know where or who you will meet that will open you up to a different side of yourself. You attract a mirror image of the energy you give out. So when you keep complaining about attracting the wrong person, guess what? You have to thank those people for shedding light on something you may need to change about yourself. When you find someone that you love, they become a mirror for you in a beautiful way. They can tell you things they see in you as a reflection of yourself and vice versa. You are wondering why they are in your life. That you just get that there is no way they could be in your life, because when you start to be true to yourself, you give off an energy that attracts someone that reflects that energy. I'm not an expert spiritual master or psychological scientist, but I know that when I decide to make decisions for myself that were true to my passions, I start to see people in my life differently. I start to value those who help bring out the best in me and never get angry at those who spoke kindly of me or were in my life in a negative way, because I knew they were there to teach me something about myself. That's the beautiful thing about energy. When you put out all that you are and all that you strive to be, you will live a life of, can't say this word, life of serendipity and of magic, where it all just seems right, and all of the people and experiences along the way will lead you to someone or something that just feels like it was made for you, because in actuality it was. I really believe that there are a lot of good guys and a lot of wonderful people. I believe that if everyone changed the way they looked at themselves, it would then turn change the way they look at each other. And once you do, you just may realize the love of your life is standing right in front of your face, but you have to check yourself first. And this article, as I said, was written by someone by the name of Amanda Savin. And you have to take like, I learned a lot about my estranged husband and my ex-husband, because I've been married twice and I'm still legally married, but I'm not with him. But I've learned, like, those relationships just taught me to love myself first before I can even begin loving myself. It taught me, because women got a habit of a nurturing a relationship and giving so much of herself and not getting it back. Being in those unhealthy relationships just taught me to value my worth, to love myself, and to respect myself, and to know that I deserve better. And when I began to admit love from within myself, was when I began to attract more positive relationship experiences into my life. And to cheat and to be with someone who doesn't respect you, you attracted that person into your life simply because you don't respect yourself. Peace, blessings, and a whole lot of love. Goddess Hadia.